Sam Baxendale here, co-founder and director of Kinetic Hiring. I'm delighted today to deliver the third and last of our Marketbytes video series exploring the current war on talent in Malaysia. For today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the power and impact of high retention in businesses in Malaysia right now. The impact of retention is absolutely tangible. If we look at the successful businesses in Malaysia right now, there tends to be a correlation between high retention and success. Although a certain amount of churn, it can be desirable to ventilate the business organizationally, there can be no doubt that retention is a data point that businesses need to look at seriously. If we consider our most valuable asset, our staff are human beings. Let's face facts, human beings like to build chemistry between one another in order to operate in an organizational sense. That takes time, and if we're continually breaking those bonds based on a high churn rate, that's going to have a highly disruptive impact on your business organizationally. So that needs to be managed appropriately. The other point I would add in the current context is that over the course of COVID, leaders have had to raise their game. We've had to manage teams in a disparate virtual environment, and we've had to work very hard as leaders to make sure our staff are engaged and feel connected to the culture of the business. So this is a good thing. I do think businesses are now working a lot harder to make sure their staff are engaged, which is good news for retention. The other positive development I'm seeing is the emergence of very people-focused roles at a senior level and strategic level within businesses. So in the olden days, you had human resources and talent acquisition, but now we're seeing the emergence of people and culture leaders whose pure focus is to look at the talent acquisition process through to onboarding and then beyond, through to staff engagement, building culture, and also ultimately retention, with the key metric being retention as a data point. So this, again, structurally can only be good news for businesses looking to drive retention in the organization. But outside of those factors, what I would urge all businesses to do is look simply at their organization and ask three big questions. Firstly, for me, the critical part of hiring and retention is onboarding. That onboarding experience is a key touch point and has a massive impact in the perception of your staff towards the whole working experience. So look at your onboarding and get it right and provide a great candidate experience. The second point, and this has been proven and reported through multiple surveys, Malaysians put the biggest emphasis of all on learning and development and moving through their career. It's not all about money, it's actually about learning and career. So as an organization, look carefully at those things. Have you got the right L&D plan in place, and have you got the right succession planning in place? Those things cost nothing, and it's worth looking at because they have the material impact on your business. And the third point, and this is a big one for me, it's so important for businesses to look at the overall vision of their organization, as well as learning and development and career progression. Malaysian staff are massively interested in feeling connected with the brand and the purpose of the organization. So for me, two ways to address that would be to look at the culture of the organization. What culture are you looking to breed within the business? And secondly, what is the purpose of the organization and what big problems are you looking to solve, and how well are you connecting your staff with that overall vision? If you can address that and communicate that and get that embedded into the organization, that will have a material impact on your rates of retention. So with those final points in mind, that concludes the last of our Marketbytes series addressing Malaysia's war on talent. I hope you found that insightful, and I hope you're able to implement those ideas into your business with a positive outcome in your organization relating to retention.